Hey team, Claire here from My Mortgage, and today wanting to talk a bit about the value of splitting your lending across different banks. I think this is becoming more and more important as we have higher levels of regulation around retaining lending and what happens when properties are bought and sold, especially across a portfolio. In addition to that, with tax regulation changing, there are investors that are wanting to transfer part of their property portfolios across into that new build space. So it's actually a really good opportunity to review your full amount of lending and whether or not it could be done slightly better or in your best interests. So I'm going to share a bit of an example with you, a client that I have recently had a conversation with, and a situation that I think could make their lives a little bit easier and also just retain a bit more control over their portfolio for the longer term. So these clients have got an existing property in Hamilton worth about 1.5 million. They've got a couple of $100,000 owing against that property, and their goal long term is to build equity and be able to move to the beach, buy an unencumbered property and retain a little bit of rental income perhaps from a second property. So we've looked at some options and have come to the conclusion that the best option for them would be to downsize their existing property to live in, and then to liquidate some of the remaining funds to put into two new builds, which they're going to rent out for 5 to 10 years, and then look at selling one and liquidating some of the funds from that to purchase a property at the beach. So what I've recommended in this case is that perhaps for the owner-occupied property that they're going to downsize to, we start one bank, and for the second part of the plan, which is to buy the two new builds, we might approach one of the other lenders, particularly those that are providing really good build lending at the moment and on an interest-only basis. What I think that achieves is once they come to the point of looking to downsize and to sell a property, it means that their owner-occupied property isn't actually tied up with their rentals. And that means if they do sell and their situation's changed, then one bank can't take proceeds of sale over another. Just gives them a bit more flexibility when they're looking to sell, and it also means that they retain a bit more control. This is just a really simple situation. Your portfolio could be quite different, but I think there are definitely some real benefits at the moment to looking across a few different lenders and having one person to manage that portfolio for you and ensure that your long-term goals are looked after. So this is an example. Your situation could be quite different. Please do get in touch with us if you want to have a bit of a chat, review through your portfolio, or even explore a few different options. We're seeing quite a few different situations at the moment, and we can offer some advice based on what's best for you. Look forward to talking to you soon.